Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and choose the file and open it up. So first thing we're going to do is click on first to make sure that the tops are the correct titles. Now that that's done, we can go ahead and start cleaning our data. So I know that this first one needs to be eliminated, as well as this one here, because there's too much missing values for this respondent. We don't want to include their data. So go ahead and make sure that we get rid of any and all white space just in case. And then find our stars data and remove these rows. Perfect. And there we go. And these ones, it's kind of an assumption that the respondents are supposed to be anonymous, so we wouldn't need these values anyways, and they're also completely empty, so we're going to remove these columns. No, these two questions are related to each other, meaning that the answer of this one depends on the answer of that one, so we want to make sure that they're matched together properly. We can see right away that there's an empty space here, even though there's an answer voluntary here, which we can infer that then this should have been a yes because of the answer here. However, if this were a larger data set, we would want to make sure that we're checking all of them. So let's go ahead and do a check. I'm just going to call it combo, and I have an expression set aside already here. And there we go. So anything that's null is the one that we're going to be looking at. So let's go ahead and filter through there and look at our blank ones. So this one is blank even though it shouldn't be. We can see voluntary, and let's go ahead and fix our data and add a yes here. Additionally, anything that has a no here shouldn't be a null here. It's just not applicable. This question is not applicable to the people who said no here. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that to all the identical cells. We no longer need this column, so we're going to go ahead and remove it. The first step of cleansing the data is to make sure that it's all structured properly. So one of the other things we're going to want to look at is the numbers here. I know that there's some white space where there shouldn't be. Go ahead and change that. And the same thing in here. I'll go ahead and edit and change those two. While we're here, we're also going to apply the mode to this particular blank one. We're using the mode because we don't want so many empty values, and we've already deleted an entire respondent, so we don't want to get rid of a lot of our data. So we're going to apply the mode, which in this case is this particular bracket. Go ahead and add that in here. One way that we can view this data, just going to quickly show it here. So with a custom numeric facet, now it's not actually a number, so we're going to apply an expression to change it so that we can get the middle of these two values. And what this will be able to do is to show us a spread. There is a question coming up here that is a duplicate question. We can infer that it's a duplicate question instead of maybe one is for males and one is for females because of the data being very similar. However, we would want to check. Oh, where is it? Yeah, these two. We would want to check them against each other instead of just assuming. I know there's a couple that are different. Let's go ahead and check them. I'm going to go ahead and rename this one. I'm just going to call it check to keep things simple. And using a very simple expression on this one here, what we're going to do is compare the two. Okay, so now we know that any one of these that is false is one that they should be matching, but they're not. I've already gone ahead and figured out the median for this category. We're going to use the median because this is an ordinal data type, which means there's an order to it. So let's go ahead and change these two to sometimes, which was the median. I'm going to apply, and I'm going to do the same thing here. And I'm going to delete this entire column because it's now a complete duplication of the other one. Great. Any of the other values that are missing, I'm going to apply the mode to them as well. To save time, I won't be doing that on this video. The last thing that I'm going to do is we're going to fix the spaces here and apply the mode again, 55 to 60. And same thing for this last one. This one looks to be all right. And just to show that we can look at the range again in a different way. This is doing the same thing as the other one. The other one just had a percentage sign on it. That's why I have an extra line. And here, this way you would be able to view the data in a different way. So that's it. Thank you.